Hi there, signs of Libra. This is Kim here to do a reading. This reading is going to be your bonus reading for April 2023, which we are quickly wrapping up, aren't we? So let's get into this. I'm being pulled to do the breakthrough spread because this spread is, well, it's popular and people tend to like it. What it does is, well, it forms a pyramid here, and there's 6 spots. So the first spot is going to be your pattern or your blockage, but it's one of those blockages that you always come to, whether it be having a situation with a different character in your life, but the same type situation, you know, like people pleasing, for example. Just as an example, when you get into those habits of just overextending yourself or over saying yes. So some of that is just because it's got to be nature for you to, second nature for you to think of yourself first. And sometimes, you know, in some families we're really taught against that. Sometimes we grow up too witnessing something completely different than that. So to each their own, but if you want to receive the most, yeah, you got to pay attention to yourself and your own energy reservoirs. That's how you're able to know you can stay in the game. All right, so messages, please, for Libra. We're gonna have the first card being the pattern or the breakthrough. I'm gonna list the spots as we go. So what is the pattern here for Libra? And this is Dreams of Gaia. It's a different type of tarot. I like it, but it is a different type of tarot. Running in place. Needing to know who to go to. Possibly trying to counsel yourself regarding something. We're going to go further. What's the challenge to this? It's, by the way, guys, it's like the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Exhausting yourself, but not taking good care of yourself. And it's exhausting, and it's a getting nowhere energy. What's that? It's getting nowhere fast. So it's page of air. It's the body-mind connection, big time. Like, what is your body trying to tell you in this deck? Well, and as well as regular tarot too. We just don't talk about that that much, but it is. Swords about talking and conversation and communication, and so this is pointing out your body-mind connection as being a challenge. So what is your body saying, and why is it a challenge for you to listen to it first before it has to give you some kind of major pain to let you know, oh, I shouldn't be eating that much sugar, or you know, it always makes my side hurt, huh? So yeah, there's things like that that sometimes we don't even realize until it's upon us. So there's something about that. Queen of Cups energy is really relevant here, whether it comes out or not. What is the breakthrough for Libra? What's the breakthrough? Libra, what's your breakthrough? Oh, interesting. Okay, the reason I say this interesting is because I've never interpreted this card this way. Then it popped out right away. So your biggest message is, when it comes to finances and material items and things like that, you got to start giving to yourself more. Like, for real. Like, I know that, you know, it's good to budget, and we got to during hard times. But your breakthrough is that you give to like everybody else, and then, okay, so I saw that thing. There was something I saw on YouTube about being a CEO, and he was like, always pay yourself first. Wait, he says, I don't know who he is, by the way, but he was really good. He was like some kind of CEO. He said, like, that's the first thing he does is when he makes money, he pays himself first, because it's that you've got to, it's the gratification. It provides the motivation. And you're like not giving, I don't know if you're restricting yourself because you feel, sometimes you can have a belief that we just want to see others happy. And then after everything is said and done, in hindsight, you can look back and be like, why didn't I, you know, I just wish I would have done this for myself. So yeah, yeah. All right. So, okay. Number 4 spot here. This is your power card. This is the card that lets you know what your talent is or what you've got going for you. Sometimes it's really odd things. Just saying. Sometimes it's odd things. So for Libra, what's their power? The Magician. You're the Magician. Feeling Magician. Oh, I'm going to have to look that one up. Okay, some of these, like I say, it's taken me over a year to learn this deck, and it still has things that I'm learning from it. So this is one of them, your power. Your power, not knowing, because it's knowledge in the reverse. Knowledge is about, you know, so... okay, I don't know if what it's trying, I'm going to look in the book, but, you know, it's like there's this quote that's like, fear not, for they know not what they do, or something like that. Fear not, for they know not what they do. There's a point where of being really responsible, you know, for maybe your actions, and sometimes without the knowledge, well, then it's hard to really change anything, or it's hard to blame somebody for something if they really didn't, you know, if they did not know. But with this card comes the implication that once you do know, you can't unknow. But I can think of some situations where you can forget. I can actually. So, all right, so the knowledge card, your skills, your understanding, your experience. Let's see. Potential for it being reversed is, okay. The knowledge card reversed represents learning gone awry. It is knowledge that is imposed. It's not factual or accurate. It's knowledge that indoctrinates. It's knowledge that does not empower, but instead subjugates and imprisons. This knowledge is founded in religion, culture, and traditions that no longer have place in our modern world. Learning gone awry. And that's your power? Yeah, not knowing the history or the total, that's a power. So that might be that you're kind of blind to some kind of discriminations or prejudiceness, for, you know, for whatever reason, because like you just either don't know, or what you've known, like, you know that some of the things that come in are not how it really happened. And so it says, look to what, and this is probably your power, looking at what you've been taught and questioning it. Yeah, there are traditions that honor, there are traditions that dishonor. There's a knowledge that impedes and restricts. There's also the knowledge that frees and empowers you. This is knowing the difference, and it is your power. So it has nothing to do with you not having knowledge. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you being able to know that it is a wise thing to question things that you don't know, or that you know might have been misrepresented in some way, right? Okay. So Ace of Pentacles as your breakthrough in the reverse. Normally, okay, the Ace of Pentacles is this big opportunity. Usually having to do with the Pentacles. Maybe there is some idea of when you don't have all the opportunity, that being like your breakthrough. That is the challenge, and it in itself is an opportunity to find an opportunity. That makes sense. 5, the outcome. Tell me about spot 5 for the outcome or possible outcome, right? The 6 of Swords. Beautiful 6 of Swords too, by the way. I love their 6 of Swords. So pretty. Something with health is coming out in this one. So again, we're back to a message with health. Possibly finding the knowledge and then questioning it or getting a second look, second opinion. The 6 of Swords indicates that you're going to be, if you're feeling like you're in a stormy time right now, then you come out of it. And that's the biggest message, is where you're traveling to is not going to feel as bad as where you've been, or as hard or rough as where you've been. And this whole listening to your body communicate is really important. Tell me about the action that is advised for Libra. Action that is advised. Wow, we have Ace of Cups. Putting your emotion and the love first. That's a beautiful opportunity. And then your action advised is to let go completely of the past here. Because the 5 of Cups is clinging to the past, trying to, I don't know, always remind yourself of the things that didn't work, or feeling like something was maybe even better in the past, but this is releasing it. It's a full-on release, and it's accepting something new. There's something way more important about the Pentacles or your finances getting better, improving when you're doing something that is fun. It just keeps you in that vibration. So that's why when you do what you want to do, like your passion, so most of the time when you're good at what you do, you can, you know, make some kind of money off of it, because the vibration is really perfect for that. So let's get tarot and let's find out some more information. Let me get a sip of coffee because it's super early today. Okay. So we have Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Counselor in the reverse. Is a pattern to get to a place where you're wanting to move forward, where there feels like there should be action, and then not. Now, either there could be a person too, like this could represent an offer that was not genuine. You maybe didn't see this at first too. So like if feeling like what is being offered is not good, or like there's something not right with it or off about it. For Libra, tell me about the Knight of Cups, please. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. I got this in the beginning. I got this. So there's so here's compromise, learning from others, give and take, give and receive. And the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse is kind of a hard head that says, I don't really need you to advise me. I can do this on my own. It can also be a little bit like not wanting to hear constructive criticism, or really just like I don't want to hear what you have to say. But trying to, so there's a sense of, yay, it's good that you try things on your own, but that there might be a pattern when you run into something that you could probably use some help with. So I don't know if this is like about doing the research, finding the information first. Tell me more. I feel like you're also not afraid to try new things here, and that's exciting. The King of Swords, yeah. If it is that if you're resonating with hard to handle constructive criticism, it might be because you could possibly sense that some people are like not on your side, and sometimes are there to provide this push and pull in our life, or the adversity. Things when they're not logically in order, or the pattern of maybe running into a character who is clearly like not knowledgeable of what they're doing. There could be a pattern of running into this type of energy. Also, you know, acting like you know what you're doing without knowing what you're doing is sometimes the King of Swords in reverse. And I feel like maybe you put trust in somebody like that, and maybe they didn't come through for you. Maybe that's what this is about. Okay, so let's get loving new beginning. By the way, I don't know, I kind of just didn't talk about that much, but Ace of Cups, loving new beginning. All right, so I want to go to your power, because I feel like it's really, really relevant to your pattern. Okay, tell me about the knowledge card in reverse. Tell me about the knowledge card in reverse. Questioning somebody. It's a pattern of questioning somebody, and absolutely don't like it when someone questions you. Yeah, well, no one does, I don't think. Page of Wands in the reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse. Taking everything real. Okay, it could be taking things really seriously. It's like, where's the passion from this news, or where is the news, period? Tell me more about the Page of... Okay. You're taking something very seriously. It is your power to take things seriously. It's part of your, strengths, your talents. The worry, though, over the things that we can't change is keeping us up at night. It is your power to be so passionate and worried in the first place. But there's something about the things from the past that are not going to change, or that you have no, or had no say. There was nothing you could do. It was kind of a helpless feeling here, but what you didn't know, you didn't know. Your power that you didn't. So this is involved with letting go of these energies. I feel like that Aquarius energy might be present in your situation with the King of Swords, or Capricorn or Pisces there with the pattern. All right. So it's your power. What is also your power? Now being able to relate to dark night of the soul energy, being able to turn that and alchemize that into creativity, having a better hold on your thoughts, maybe knowing how they affect things. Okay, so more on the breakthrough. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. More on the breakthrough. Give to yourself. So the Queen of Pentacles, something to do with releasing this past too. The Queen of Pentacles, very successful at business and finances, but also divine feminine energy. So she's going to focus on the receiving. And this is, like I said, with this Ace of Pentacles, you got to pay yourself first. I feel like there's something about being on the receiving end, and something with finances really increasing. Knowing that you can do all, perfectly capable and can handle all roles that the Queen of Pentacles can handle. Sometimes it's looked at as the matriarch, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a person who's actually very skilled and dedicated to running household, but also a business, and is really good with finances and really good with budgeting. Knows how to use their resources wisely. I couldn't really say enough about the Queen of Pentacles. It's a very good energy. So you have that really strong earthy energy too. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And there's something to do with this King of Swords, and possibly there being like some kind of procedure or ways to do something, like a methodology that is part of the breakthrough too. All right, so Page of Swords, the challenge, getting to know what the heck are you saying, body? What are you saying? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse needs to take. Okay, so what I see the Queen of Wands in reverse doing is someone who's maybe even taking hiatus from working. Their challenge, instead of focusing on everyone else and sharing your skills, you're going to focus on you and the body in particular. Because I feel like there's some kind of inner emotional, maybe inner child things that once you unlock that they're an issue or identify it, then they just go away. So that's what I think that's saying. And so when you stop putting your attention, your focus on everybody else, put it on yourself, you see, and you can literally ask your body, what does it need? Listen to it. Okay, I won't go more into that. Let's just move on. Six of Swords. The High Priestess, almost in reverse. So you're still getting to the outcome. I feel like this is still getting to know a lot about who you are inside and the things that go on. I think this is about the things that go on internally. I think it's talking more so about the body, but it can be talking about tapping into your intuition too. This thinking is what's going to change everything. The thinking. Change your thoughts, change your world. That's exactly what's happening. Change your thoughts, change your world. So where's Libra in this outcome? What is Libra doing with this insider information? You're making, oh goodness. You're overthinking it. The Eight of Swords, overthinking it, tied down, feeling restricted, feeling like there are some things that you just can't, you don't know how you'll get around some things. Feeling guilty at times for focusing on how you feel. When and maybe that's just something that natural, so it might be strange for you to focus on yourself. I feel like this is about controlling obsessive thoughts too. Yeah, I think this is about controlling obsessive thinking too. And know that these are only perceived limitations. And if you see what she can perceive, all she's perceiving is she's feeling restricted because of the things that are tied around her loosely. And she can't really perceive much with her eyes because those are covered too. the water is not an ocean beneath her feet there. It's shallow. So maybe even the emotional things tied to this are a little bit less significant than you think that they are. But significant in the sense that it's taking up space in your mind, in your thoughts. All right, so moving right along, Five of Cups is in the reverse, and that is the action and that is advised, which is perfect. It's kind of just letting it all go. There is a time and a place for the disappointment, the heartache, the regret, the sadness. There's a place, a time and a place for that. It's usually wrapped up in that Nine of Swords energy. And you can hold on to things like that, and they'll just make you sicker. I mean, and it could even be physically feeling sicker because of needing to let go of these heavy emotions that can truly even cause things like dis-ease, right? Yeah. So there's something to listen to your body. Tell me more about the Five of Cups in the reverse. And I think that I feel pretty comfortable with this. Yeah. So finding your inner authority, finding out a little bit more about you standing into like taking affirmative action or going forward, developing a strategy. Could be a power struggle too going on between you, your mind, and your body and your mind. Could be some kind of like power struggle there. The emotions are trying to take over, even causing dis-ease, right? So I think that that's what that is saying. So your signs, by the way, that you have here, really, well, your character signs. Well, you can have Leo, Aries, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and of course, Aquarius, Aries here, Scorpio, Pisces. You have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. No, you don't have Libra, but you have a lot of air. You have a lot of air, a lot of thoughts. Anything else that we want to wrap up this reading with? As far as that's their breakthrough. Oh, no. Spirit's just saying have faith. You can trust in the unseen. Hold your arms out to the side. Have a beginner's mind. Something is going to be just fine and be more exciting than maybe you even know. So this is learning to trust that experience that you're gonna have with the star. So that's what I got. Let's pull the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. And let's see what kind of gifts want to come out for you, or not. Sometimes not gifts. Sometimes it's focused on life purpose. Again, you got another Aquarius and an Aries too. So this is the star. I mean, that's sometimes fame, sometimes fortune. It's being fortunate because of being in the spotlight for something. It's like job well done out in the middle there. Being seen, recognized, sometimes criticized. All right, claircognizance, clear knowing, clairaudience, clear smelling. The spiritual arts, artist, designer, singer, sculptor. Clairgustance, clear tasting, and Instagram platform, spiritual aspirations and missions. Spiritual aspirations and missions. Rainbows in our forest, trees debate, rainbows stand with love, not hate. I also have be strong. When trouble seems to be brewing near, your inner strength will keep you clear. And rose quartz crystal, soothing and warm, like the love that flows. Once under your pillow, your magic grows. a good crystal for healing energies, heart and healing. All right, so it's sending you love and light. If you want a private reading, I do offer those. I think they're pretty affordable. Check out the description box below and the email address that is there. Until next time, love and light. Bye-bye.